another installment of Is This Racist or Not? Right? Okay, so remembering the three criteria. Number one, was there a historically used epithet or hate word hate word or stereotype that was connected to this, right? Number two, was it used to limit, dismiss, or dehumanize an entire group of people? And number three, can what was said or what was done be linked to larger patterns of statistically demonstrable discrimination, right? Okay, so here's the example. An Asian woman of Cambodian heritage and her 9-year-old daughter were riding on their bikes, and they were about to make a legal left turn when allegedly white dude in car right behind them screamed out like, bitch, right? And so bitch is, we'll talk about the word bitch later on, but bitch is not racist. But what happens next to me is very interesting. And so the woman, she gets really bent out of shape about this. She goes off. She actually records this. This is a video. Go ahead and check the link if you want to on this one. And so she goes to confront the man. And when she walks up to the window and she's going off on him, and what he says then after this just startled me because I haven't heard this phrase before. And he said, and I quote, "Fucking Cambodian nigger, get out of here." I haven't heard of the phrase Cambodian nigger before. That was fascinating to me for a lot of different reasons. Now, was this racist? Step number one, was there something historically epitaph or whatever? So look, let's cut this to the chase on this one. Whenever you use one of those words, automatically you are in the racist category, or what was said is the racist category, right? And so using the word nigger and is automatically you are racist. Using the word wetback or or slant or whatever, all of those words are, I would even argue, Redskins. For all you Washington Redskin fans, racist as hell. But all of those things, right? It's like automatically, like I said, according to my rules, put you automatically into this is a racist moment and whatnot. What was really intriguing to me about this is the use of the combination of the Cambodian nigger, right? I mean, think about that. Think about the power of connecting these two words together. Is that it's almost like, oh God, I hate saying it like this, but this is the only way I can think of it, is to say it's almost like saying African American or Irish American or something like that. It's like whatever goes in front just accentuates, like just connects to the second word, right? And so Cambodian nigger, right? You can add anything to the nigger and just make it automatically just mean something really bad and really nasty, right? And so and something really offensive and something that someone should be really scared about, because if you understand the history of the word nigger, you know that usually that preceded many times to some type of hate crime or action like that, right? And so using the combination of Cambodian nigger, right, is just, like I said, jaw-dropping to me. But I've heard these phrases, I've heard other combinations before. I've heard the phrase sand nigger before. A lot of my military folks who come back, they've told me about this word, and talking about Middle Eastern folks and whatnot, especially if they were in the military, and called them sand niggers, right? And so, like I said, anything that you just connect to this word nigger just means can automatically, anything you connect to it, any group that you connect to it, you automatically understand that this is a really bad thing, right? The other part that was absolutely fascinating to me about the video is that they, in the transcript or in the closed captions, they didn't block out the word fuck, but they blocked out the word nigger. And I'm like, damn. Like, right, like, is fuck really not as bad as nigger? And honestly, I would say correct. You're right. Especially, right? And I'm not going to get into alternative pronunciations of nigger and all of this stuff. That's not what this film is going to be about. But they didn't block out fuck, but they blocked out nigger. And that, to me, tells me a lot about society and where it's going in regards to understanding really the depth of racial slurs and hate speech that we've seen in our society. And so then the really brief and concise answer to this: was this racist? Hell yes. Was he racist? Hell yes. Done with that. Enough said.